Hello friends and welcome. Now you might think that after all my years as a makeup artist, I wouldn't get very excited about makeup anymore. Well, as you can probably tell from my videos, that is definitely not the case. I think all the textures, the colors, brushes, pencils, pots, and eyeshadows are enough to unleash the finger paint loving 5-year-old in all of us. But the aspect of makeup that is most exciting to me is its amazing transformative power. If you've ever seen those tabloid headings that say stars without makeup and then looked at those photos, I think you'll know exactly what I mean. Makeup can help our eyes look bigger, our mouth look fuller, and our eyes look more lifted. And it can also slim our face and our nose as well. And that's what we'll be focusing on in today's video. But before we get started, let me first introduce myself and welcome those of you who are rejoining me and those of you who might be here for the very first time. My name is Elise, and my mission and passion is helping those of us who are older discover ways that makeup can help us feel more vibrant, more confident, and alive. After all, reaching our 5th decade doesn't mean we just give up, and it also doesn't have to mean the end of fun with makeup. So today we're definitely going to have some fun with makeup and see just how transformative it can be. Through the magic of just 3 makeup products, contour, blush, and highlight, we can slim our face and nose, chisel the jawline, and lift our cheekbones. Now, I've already done my skin prep and eye makeup, and the only face products that I've used so far are foundation and concealer. As you can see, my foundation has done a good job of evening out my skin tone by covering up my age spots and discoloration. But I can definitely create a more pleasing and interesting face by using contour to create definition and dimension. And most importantly, I can use contour to make my face look slimmer. In order to create a slimmer looking face, we need to make certain areas of our face recede or go backward and bring other parts of the face forward. The areas that recede will almost seem to disappear. To help make those areas recede and disappear, we'll use a darker color that mimics shadows. And since shadows are always cool toned rather than warm toned, I'll use a darker cool tone contour product to make the sides of my face recede. We'll basically be doing what artists have done for centuries to create perspective. They paint things in the foreground of a painting in lighter colors and things in the background of the painting with darker colors. This early painting by the French artist Monet, titled The Luncheon, is a perfect illustration of this concept. You'll notice that in this picture, the part of the tablecloth that is closest to us is the lightest color, and the walls in the back are a dark brown. To begin the process of slimming my face, I'm first going to reduce the size of my forehead and my face by using this Fenty Beauty Matchsticks contour in the shade Amber. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. And here's the cool toned amber color. Now, if you don't have more than 3 finger widths of forehead above your eyebrows, you really don't need to contour your forehead. But as you can see, I certainly do have more than 3 finger widths of forehead above my eyebrow. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this dark cool tone contour slightly below my hairline and then blend it across and up. So I'm just going to dot it across that forehead area and up. Next, I'm going to go ahead and slim the sides of my face by applying the contour along the sides of my face from just below the top of my ear straight down to my jawline. I'll also apply the contour right under the bottom of my cheekbone to create a hollow. Now I can find the right spot by creating a fish face, or another way to get the placement of the contour right is to take the contour from the top of the ear down toward the mouth. But it's very important to stop at the outer corner of the eye and not go any further in toward the nose. So you can either do a fish face, which is what I'm going to do, Or you can look at that line that goes from the top of the ear toward the mouth. I'm also going to apply the contour right along the bottom of the jawline to camouflage any double chin look and also to tighten the look of the jawline. I especially have an issue right here. Next, I need to do some blending for sure. I'm going to take my Real Technique sculpting brush and buff everything out so it blends into my skin with no visible harsh lines. As you saw on the forehead, I blended across and up. I'll blend the contour on the side of my face outward, and I'll blend downward along the jaw. Slimming the nose can sometimes be a bit more challenging for many people. The key things to remember to create a really good nose contour are to use a contour product that blends easily and to use a product that is small enough to draw along the sides of the nose easily as well. I'm contouring my nose by just applying a little bit of the Fenty Beauty amber color right along the edge. And then I'm just going to pat it in with my fingers. Now, obviously you can make this stronger if you wish. I'm going to make it fairly soft. Then I find it helpful to use a soft but somewhat dense angled eyeshadow brush to finish the blending. I have two brushes that I especially like. One is from Real Techniques called the Instapop Shade Brush, and one from Eve Pearl, which is her Crease Blender 205 brush. Unfortunately, the Real Techniques brush is no longer being made, but you can still find it on the internet. So I'm going to take that brush and I'm just going to carry it outward. Just blend it toward the eye. And right on top of that line. So I think you can see that's a very slight contour. Of course, you can go heavier and be a little bit more dramatic as well. If you want an even softer look, you can take a powder puff and just gently press in some powder along the sides of the nose. I'm going to use this very small puff. And then I'm going to fold it over like this. And then I'm just going to go right along the edge of my nose. Now you could certainly just stop here because we have definitely slimmed down the face by making several areas recede. But if you want to create an even more slimmed down look, it does help to bring certain areas of the face forward. I want to bring forward the areas of my face that naturally protrude: my chin, cupid's bow, nose, cheekbones, forehead, and brow bones. To bring these areas forward, I'm going to be using a product that is lighter than my skin tone, Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair. I'll also highlight above the jawline to accent the already created chiseled look. So chin above the jawline, cheekbones, brow bones, a couple areas of the nose, and this part of the forehead. And I'm going to use this tiny brush to do the cupid's bow. I like to use a damp makeup sponge and just pounce it on to blend in the concealer. Using the sponge really creates a flawless look, and the sponge also picks up any excess product. Now, by adding both dark and light contour, we have created a more structured, defined face and jawline. It's subtle, but it definitely makes a difference. Since I was explaining this contour technique as I went along, it took me much longer than it would normally take to create this look. But once you feel comfortable with the technique, it takes very little time to do. Next, I'm going to apply blush. Applying blush to the apples of the cheeks can sometimes make the face look fuller. So I'm going to apply this Makeup by Mario cream blush in Pale Petal in the middle of the cheekbones, starting at the outer corner of the eye and going upward toward the temple. So right about here in the middle of the cheekbone, I'm just going to dot it on. And again, this helps lift the face. And I'm just going to blend it in with my fingers. This blends in so easily. One of the reasons I really love this blush. And then I'm just going to tap over it with my sponge. I'm going to add a little bit more because the lights tend to wash things out. And the last step is to use a highlighter, which once again will lift the face due to the placement of the highlight. I'm going to dot on a liquid highlight from Rare Beauty called Enchant. The highlighter will go on all the highest points that we highlighted earlier, except the jawline. So I'm just going to dot it on the top of my cheekbones, chin, a couple of places on my nose, and my brow bone. That's one thing about this liquid highlight, it really does a nice job of blending in. And I'm using this small brush to get the Cupid's bow. Contour really changes our facial structure, making it look more defined and also making it look slimmer. I do hope you found this video helpful, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone else who might also enjoy it. I look forward to being with you again next week, and until then, I hope you stay happy and healthy and have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.